There, YouTube. This is Itachi13, aka 13 Dragon Blade, coming at you with my removal deck profile. It is a very, very good deck to use in meta currently. I have some awesome sleeves for it. Finally managed to make it. It's one of my favorite decks and has a little bit of mixture of macro monarchs. So let's get started. First of all, standard in every DD deck, or at least in my opinion. 1, 2, 3 Caiuses. I don't know if you can see that. That's a Starfall. The rest are ultra rare. Caius is great. You banish Dark Monster, you inflict 1,000 on your opponent, but you can banish any card on the field. 2400 beater, but he gets rid of a major threat immediately. So Caius is recommended to run at 3. He is basically your boss monster. And then to support that, we have 3D Survivors, because DD Survivor is just busted. I love when somebody bottomlesses him. It's like, oh, he'll just come right back. Thank you for banishing him for no reason. He's basically your Treeborn Frog. He keeps coming back during the end phase if you just have Macrocosmos or Defissure out, which this deck runs 3 Macrocosmos, so there's your answer. We run 1 Birdman, because you need some synchro potential, you need some exceed potential. If you exceed with this guy, he's not going to leave the field, because he doesn't count as being on the field anymore. Birdman is just stupid in this deck. When I have a chance to, I'm going to fit another one. And then we have the importance of a tour guide engine. We have 2 tour guides, a tour bus, and a night assailant. Very important engine. They just help you make your ring 3s, help you bring out Levier, the Sea Dragon, and start dealing with your combos, which is basically to get some of the combo pieces of the deck. Very important. Then we come into the light variant of the deck. That was all the dark monsters. I believe there were about 10 or 11 dark monsters. 1 Dimensional Alchemist. I would run more if I had it, because Dimensional Alchemist is really stupid in this deck. You vanish the top card of your deck, it gains 500, so it becomes an 18 beat stick, and if he would be destroyed in any way, shape, or form, then you get a banished monster to your hand, which is really good. Honest, because you have a sufficient amount of light monsters, and you need to protect it. Plus, I've used it, and nobody will expect Honest, so I just like to bring it out on people that least expect it. Double Cyber Dragon, because this deck can utilize Cyber Dragon. It's just a 21 beat stick, it comes to come over anything, and it's just nice to have, especially against decks that bring out high beat sticks like 1900 beaters, 1300, 1800 beaters first turn. You just drop Cyber Dragon, have it run over it for a little bit. And more or less he can win you the game, if you know what you're doing with them. Sorry, I'm just getting a little snuffle there. Then we have 2 Thunder Kings, because Thunder King's really stupid. That's why he got hit to 2. That's why he's in this deck, because you need to have some stalling. You need to have a beat stick that's light, and Thunder King is just there for you. And then finally, we have the 3 light monsters that are probably everybody's question for the deck to why I'm running them. 3 Cyber Valleys. Before you get confused, let me explain what this guy does. You banish him, and there's 3 effects. You banish him when your opponent this card's targeted for an attack. You can banish it, negate the battle phase, and draw 1 card. This other effect is you can target 1 face of monster you control and this card, and to banish both of them to draw 2 cards. Last effect, target 1 card in your graveyard, banish this card and 1 card in your hand, and place that target to the top of your deck. So basically, he reincarnates a card for you. He can give you draw power either which way. And there you have it for the monsters. We have spells. Gold Sarcophagus, because you need to search out everything. I'm going to get more Gold Sarks as much as I can, because this card's really stupid. It's going to become very good, especially when the Elemental Dragon Lords come out. Machine Duplication for the Cyber Valleys, so you can bring them out all at the same time, and then you can just do a stupid play. Reborn 2 Pod Dualities to help you get your combo pieces. Heavy, whole, yeah, standard stuff. Just all standard stuff. Same thing with this one. Rhoda Allure, because you have a good amount of dark monsters, you need that draw power, double MST, and a Mind Control. Mind Control is stupid if you use it with Cyber Valley. You Mind Control, I did it to a Dolka. One time it was really, really bad. I Mind Controlled his Dolka, and then I banished it with my Cyber Valley that I just used Machine Duplication on. So I had 2 extra Cyber Valleys, and I banished it, got rid of an injure threat, drew 2 cards, and just summoned the Thunder King for the sake of doing it. See what's wrong with this picture? Traps. Warning, Judgment, and Dark Bleed. Those are your negation squad right here. That's all that you're going to need. Just very simple, basic negation. And 3 Macrocosmos, because this card wrecks the meta. It just shits all over the meta. It banishes anything that hits the graveyard. And basically when this card is out, there is no graveyard. So your opponent has to be forced to MST this or something like that. And this card's chainable, which is really, really stupid. Because I think in the back of your mind, it's like, why would you run this card? Well, let me give you an example. Besides wrecking the meta, it also helps set up for a DD Survivor, which you're going to need at least to bring out your Caiuses. You need to have that set up. Mirror Force, Torrential, you can just have them at 1. They're okay. And finally, 2 Compulsory, because Compulsory is my favorite card, or at least when it comes to traps. Quickly going over the extra deck, because it's just very basic and simple. Utopia, Starliege Palatimo, because you can make him, and because Starliege and Utopia are pretty much basic. Double Levier, because you're going to be removing a lot, so Double Levier just helps you get back to your removed monsters, get back to your opponent's removed monsters, which is nice. You get Brilliant for power, and Tempo to stomp all over Exceeds, and Zen Mains, because it's standard. Very, very simple. Those are the Exceeds. Now I come to the Synchros. Just Caster, TG Hyper Librarian, Basic 5s, Gaia Knight, the Force of the Earth, which is a decent level 6, Black Rose Dragon, Ancient Fairy Dragon, decent level 6s and 7s. Now we go into the 8s, which is just 3, Stardust Dragon, Fault Ruler Archfiend, and Scrap Dragon. Very basic. Scrap Dragon's stupid, Stardust is stupid, Belt Ruler's stupid, so why not have them in the extra deck? Alright, YouTube, card of the night is Utopia, ironically. This is Itachi13, aka 13 Dragonblade, signing off.